model, you can believe him.
All right, we have to move to a different conversation here. Something else that also came up, and you mentioned it, Honorable Kagushi, and this was by Musalia Mudavadi. You mentioned state capture of Raila Odinga that you're talking about. This is what he said during the UDA NDC. Listen.
Hatutaki kamwe kuambiwa kwamba tumewekewa kiongozi ambaye mtu anashika remote control, akisema pause, una pause. Akifinya bright, unaweka bright. Akifinya dark, inakuwa dark. Akisema zima, anazima. We do not want a remote-controlled leader in this country. We want a leader who is hands-on.
Honorable Ndai.
Again, very interesting indeed. I was being asked by Honorable Kalwale not to disparage people.
Our colleagues.
But you see, such characters, honestly speaking. You know, if Musalia Mudavadi can talk of a stooge or a remote-controlled president, then we are living in different worlds. You see, Musalia Mudavadi left NASA, so to speak, okay? Without really going to back to the history of how he made very, very poor decisions way back in 2002 when the country was yearning for change. And he decided to be on the wrong side of history. Okay, that is neither here nor there. But the question now is, he left NASA on account of the fact that he wanted to run for president, and that Raila Odinga was a stumbling block to his running for president. Okay? That's why he left NASA, and with his ANC party. But what did we see happening? He went to join Ruto in UDA. I thought there was some arrangement of how they will share power. There is none so far. What happened to him is that immediately he stepped into UDA, his troops left him. Totally. All his troops, save for a few people in Vihiga, okay, left him. Yes, left him completely. Yeah. So how has Musalia Mudavadi ever stood his ground as a politician and charted his own path and rallied people, Kenyans, behind him? He's always kowtowing to either one force or the other. One force or the other. When will he ever stand his ground and give leadership to his people, if at all he has any? You know, he's my neighbor in down those sides. You know, Sia and Vihiga are neighboring counties. And we have got very close relationship with them, with his people. Okay? Actually, we are one people. So Musalia Mudavadi is a serious disappointment. And it is good that actually he is with that group. But my worry is this. My worry is that they are teaching him bad manners. Because since he joined this Tanga team, he has acquired some very strange habits of endlessly insulting the president, endlessly insulting people in public, something that we have not known Musalia to do in the past. So my advice is that he should be careful, even as he continues to kowtow to this group, these characters in Tanga. Okay. Okay?
Yes. Let's bring in Halwale on this. Halwale, do you have a feeling that Raila is under instructions from the executive, so to speak, like what Musalia is alluding to?
But Musalia has put it so clearly, and it is what is the case in Kenya today. The Raila I supported in 2017, and the Raila that others supported before me, is not the Raila who is on the ballot at the moment.
Just because he has support from the sitting president?
In fact, purely on the measure of science, I have seen him in video clips, some which are here, making robotic movements. I have seen him making robotic movements. And it is not a joke. It is not a crime. It is because of age. Those are the things that age does to all human beings. It's just a matter of time before some of us join it, because it's a question of numbers. The second point I want to make, as I agree totally with Musalia Mudavadi, is the assertion by Apio that Mudavadi saw bad, he's so poor, that he is with Ruto without them telling Kenyans their power-sharing arrangement. Who told you?
He wanted the power.
Relax. Be a cool man. This is debate. It's not shouting in a village in Ugenya. Who told you that the arrangement in Kenya Kwanza is motivated by leaders wanting to share power? That is a preserve of the Azimio gang, which has even gone to the extent of trying to torpedo the constitutional order of this country so that they can share power of the republic. Sir, we are in Kenya Kwanza to offer service. We want to deliver service to Kenyans. And it's a pity you never listened to the deputy president. This paper has quoted you. I don't even know why you're speaking to it. That was the hallmark of his speech. Service to the common man who is at the bottom of the pyramid. I know Professor here is just being cheeky. He's a very good man. But just like all lawyers, they'll cleverly use an English word to throw in mischief. When Professor says yesterday he saw the difference, he understood the meaning of bottoms up. He's just being clever. He knows that we who have gone to school properly, we know the difference between bottom up and bottoms up. We also said it yesterday that as we push the bottom up economic model, it is not the bottom versus the top. We are simply saying we want to reform the wealth pyramid so that the people at the best, they be reached by government proactively without them waiting for the trickle down that never comes. It has not come for 60 years. We are saying it in good faith, my brother and I.
Okay. All right. Prof, what do you make of Mudavadi's statement?
Sorry. Just in conclusion, Prof, can I? Yes. In conclusion, I want to beg you, don't insult everybody who doesn't support Raila for the sake of wanting to profile him as a bad leader. When Musalia Mudavadi was with Raila in 2007 and they delivered him the coalition government, there was absolutely nothing wrong with Musalia Mudavadi. When Musalia actually ceded his ambition in 2017 and even allowed himself to chair the campaign team of Raila Odinga, Musalia was a very good man. So why has he become such a bad man? Because he's working with Ruto today. Let us accommodate.
He has acquired bad habits.
Can I start?
That's what I say. Okay.
You have your floor. Let us accommodate each other, even when our opinions are diverse.
Okay, Prof.
I think, Trevor, let me just say that when I talked about bottoms up, I was referring to the dance by Honorable Manga. That was quite a demonstration
with the bottoms
of bottom. but let me say this. On Musalia Mudavadi. Musalia Mudavadi should be the last person to lecture Baba on leadership. The last person. Under Code 2013, under NASA 2017, and previously, Musalia Mudavadi has always been on Baba's side. For the first time, he moves to a side where he does not know what number he will play. It is not clear whether Musalia Mudavadi is running for president or is a running mate to His Excellency Honorable William Ruto. And I think until he tells Kenyans what he is, he has no more authority to lecture Baba or to speak to Baba on questions of whether or not there's a captain, because Baba is the captain. And let me say this. Honorable Musalia Mudavadi has lost a sizable chunk of his support from Western Kenya. From the time he announced that he went to the Kenya Kwanza coalition, over half of the 46 MCAs that belong to the Amani coalition defected. And even his members of parliament also defected, a good number. And I think Honorable Halwale, who sticks by Musalia Mudavadi and who will run for governor, will attest to what I'm saying, because this is factual. And the DAP Kenya that he says is an ODM B or C has taken a big chunk of Musalia's vote basket, and even the vote basket of vote for Ford Kenya in Bungoma. If you look at Natembea's rallies, and if you look at the following that Eugene Omalo has, since DAP-K came to existence, it is evidence that Musalia may have gone to Kenya Kwanza alone.
Yeah. Trevor, quick one.
Very quickly.
Yes. You know,
Gagushi is the one who started this conversation.
It was him, yeah. But let me just point out